Alrighty guys, this is Andrew and welcome back to another video. Today let's talk about troll picks and whether or not you believe in the existence of a troll pick hero. You know, you guys can all kind of agree here that we do know what people mean when they say that term, right? In my mind, when someone says a certain hero is a troll pick, you know, they're saying the hero is, you know, out of meta or too weak, quote unquote, right? Or both, or maybe just not fitting the situation that the team is in just because of how niche that hero is. Apparently, people are getting reported based on the types of hero they are picking, and other people who are reporting them are saying they are quote-unquote troll picking. This is in reference to a post on the Battle.net forums. And, you know, it's up to you guys to decide whether or not this guy actually did other stuff to instigate, you know, a report. But basically what happens is if enough people report you, your account gets silenced. And that kind of sucks, because if this guy, if what this guy is saying is true, you know, if he didn't engage in any sort of harassment or verbal abuse or anything like that, it was just reported for picking a certain hero. In my mind, that is a little bit abusing the system, and some people may disagree. Like, some people may say, oh, you know, if you're picking Torbjorn on attack, you deserve to get reported. And in my opinion, it has to do more with the intention rather than the hero pick itself. If there's one guy on your team who's being super toxic and raging and then picks Torbjorn on attack the next round, it's kind of hard to argue that that guy isn't picking him out of spite. Whereas on the other hand of the spectrum, you know, you have people who actually main Torbjorn and feel like they figured out a way to play Torbjorn in a lot of different situations, you know, like that offensive Torbjorn magic. Though, if we're going to be honest here, I haven't seen that many of that kind of strategy work out, but you guys kind of get my point here. What is interesting about this particular post is that Blizzard, or specifically Jeff Kaplan, responded to this guy saying that they're going to be working on the report system, specifically around this particular issue. So I definitely think that's a good thing that Blizzard's taking such proactive measures on making sure, you know, the report system can't be abused. That being said though, in regards to like quote-unquote troll picks, right, like, okay, so here's my personal opinion. If a person picks a unpopular hero, you know, out of meta hero, or a hero that is quote-unquote underpowered, I actually don't mind that person playing that hero so long as they're open to communicating and switching off if it doesn't work out. Especially if we're already missing one of the core roles like a tank or a support. And I guess this really extends to any other pick as well, right? I mean, if you're not performing well with even an in-meta hero, then perhaps you should switch him off to another hero. And if it's like an important role like a healer, where you're one of two healers, then maybe you should communicate with your team to get a replacement for you so you can switch to a different role that would work out better. The reason why I say this is because there have been a handful of games out there where you know, honestly, me being me, I'm human, I have doubts about a particular pick. But it works out really, really well, somehow, some way, right? Matter of fact, the other day, I got destroyed by a attack Symmetra. Like, it was in competitive, near around the diamond level. I don't know if I hit, I think I was diamond at the time. I was completely obliterated by a offensive Symmetra on Ubani, and I have no idea how it worked out, but the person just utterly destroyed us. So, like, I'm sure his team probably, you know, bitched at him for going Symmetra on attack, but, like, it worked out really well. That being said, though, I want to say that was the only time I've ever seen an offensive Symmetra work out that well. I mean, holy crap, guys. I should have been recording because it was absolutely insane. Now, I know what a lot of people are probably going to say. They're going to be like, see, you know, Symmetra is a good hero in any situation. You just have to play her right. And well, I will hand it to that guy, man. He figured out Symmetra, and I don't know if it was luck or we were just stupid and didn't counter or just didn't know how to counter. While I will hand it to him for winning that match with Symmetra, I can't say that I agree with those types of people who say Symmetra is good in any type of situation. And I know I probably triggered a shit ton of people just now, but let's face it, guys, there are just certain heroes that are way more efficient than other heroes at certain roles. Again, I'm not saying I won't give you a chance if you want to go offensive Symmetra, but you better be really freaking good at it, and if it doesn't work out, please for the love of God, switch off. Now, Jeff Kaplan has made a post, or rather a reply to a post, about, the hero balance, troll picks, and all this kind of stuff. I'll link the actual thread down in the description for you guys to read. But just paraphrasing here, basically what he said was, obviously their goal is to make every hero viable, make sure every hero has their place in the Overwatch roster. However, he also brought up the interesting point of, even if every hero was equally balanced, somehow magically all 22 heroes, or however many heroes are at the time of what you watching this, are balanced perfectly, there are still going to be meta shifts. Certain heroes are going to come in and out of the meta just based on play styles and stuff like that alone. So he also made this interesting line here, probably the most interesting line out of the entire post in my opinion. I'll read it out to you guys right now. He said, "I do believe the player base will at times decide that certain heroes are out of fashion and therefore deem them as quote-unquote troll picks. Sometimes this will be very valid, and sometimes it will be perception." And then he kind of goes on to talk about how Torbjorn and Symmetra are being looked at. They want to, make them more balanced and rework them and whatnot. So, yeah, I'll leave the whole post down in the description for you guys, or at least a link to the whole post down in the description for you guys. What are your thoughts on all this? Like, what is your reaction when you see a out-of-meta hero get picked in your lineup? Say if you're playing competitive solo queue or something, right? Or if you're in a group of friends and that sixth person who you don't know picks a certain hero that you don't think fits your lineup or situation very well. Would you report them? What's kind of your take on this? Anyways, I look forward to reading your comments down in the comment section below. Hope everyone has a great weekend, and I guess until next time, I'll see you around.